This is my shout out to all elected officials, especially the ones in Vermont, about the NSA spying and all that BS. It happened before 9/11. People who have or had small farms, any type of self-employment, small business. A lot of us were the targets and are the targets of police and of the courts. A woman in Ellington, Connecticut, she and her husband owned a gas station. I think it was the Ellington Depot. They went back. This is a while back, but they went through their tax records and found out they weren't paying taxes for the free coffee that they were giving away. So they went to the coffee supplier and found out how much coffee they purchased and figured out how many whatever ounce cups were being provided. And there was a donation little thing there besides the for the free coffee, so people could donate. So they figured they were selling coffee, so it cost them $5,000 or so, and then with all the taxes and penalties, it could have been 15 grand. And at the same time that I owned Stafford Springs, Connecticut rental properties, they weren't doing anything about the kids selling heroin and cocaine and marijuana and whatever else. They were going after people who owned rental properties that didn't have mob connections, and just going after people to break up your families. They get money for that. So if you have kids on drugs and all that, they don't want them. They want kids that can sell. They want to make you hire a lawyer, go through the court system. It's just a total fuck you over type of thing. And prior to 9/11, cameras were being strung on poles and microphones. So they were doing spying, illegal spying before 9/11. Did that make anybody safer? I got attacked by a cocaine dealer, Peter Pansiera. Bit my ear, punched me in the face. I bled down to my underwear. And so I dialed 911. I was wondering if, the drug dealer gave me AIDS by biting my ear. And what happens? Nothing. So, I kept asking the police to do something. So I went. So a week later, they allowed me to go with them to the local bars. We found the guy who punched me in the face and bit my ear. I just didn't want cocaine being, sold near my property. Bad me. So Peter Pansiera, I guess he's dead now, at least 3 or 4 inches taller than me, outweighed me by, maybe 80 pounds, maybe 100 pounds. He was able, I'm heavier now, but he picked me up by my neck, punched me several times in my face, and bit my ear. And then a police officer decides to reinvestigate the case 6 weeks later, gets the drug customers to say that I attacked the gentleman who took off from the scene because he had cocaine. So I was facing a 1.5 years, no deals. And I got out off of that because I didn't get a lawyer, and I just kept going to court, and there was no lawyer to sell me out. So eventually they made a deal where the charges were dropped as long as I didn't report anything to the police. So, and that case was nollied. And I was told that I wasn't allowed to be downtown in Connecticut, Stafford Springs, if I wasn't an alcoholic or a drug user or a criminal. I mean, I own property, so I should be allowed, down there. I mean, it's not just for the dregs of society and, pieces of shit. It's for people who want to have businesses. I thought this should be America. So what happens with all this NSA spying? If you call the police and ask for protection and service, the first thing they want to do is arrest you. And if they come at all, maybe, 2.5, I was attacked, by another individual 7 times. One time I was attacked in a crowded restaurant. The police took 2.5 hours to come down. I walked outside the restaurant. They were sitting in front of the police station, talking, hanging out. So 2.5 hours they were doing nothing and decided not to, come to a 911 call. So that's the type of protection and service you all get. And as far as spying, listening to all your calls and all your emails, and even bugging your home illegally, cops didn't get in trouble for that. They want to have sex if you have a nice looking girlfriend or wife or daughter. And white male cops, they are taking inventory, for sex. And if you're in the way, you can be arrested and, put out of the picture, lose everything. If you own anything, they can, take all your stuff. And what do after they have, you're listening to your calls? They can show up like they did at my house and talk about what you emailed, what you talked. I wasn't in trouble for anything. I was just harassed. This is the type of America you all are getting. It's just BS. And Vermont Senator Leahy, who voted in the NDAA and helped write the Patriot Act. It's people like you that sold America out, and it's just Obamacare. It's all fucking bullshit. America's being bankrupted, and the outside bankers who just make up that they have money are pushing us all into corners. All the industry is going everywhere, and we're just being fucked over, and everybody just sits quietly and, okay, fuck me over. It's going to take something like Iceland, where we put the fucking bankers and fucking pieces of shit elected officials who've sold us out in fucking jail, or fucking worse.